Well, by the end of this video, you will know the things that are holding you back, and we will, of course, give you solutions on how to fix them. Let's go. Before this video gets kicked off, of course, you guys know we have so much to offer you with GOLUREMI languages, GOLUREMI girls, we got TikTok, okay, we got Instagram, we got everything. Go right down below. Please leave us a like and a subscribe, and straight onto the vid. One of the things that's become most apparent throughout all of the young guys that we've talked about is an over tendency to want to improve the physical aspects of the game. Now, we are not saying that you do not need to be strong, fast, have a lot of stamina in order to succeed. You do need to have all of these things. However, your foundation, your base is going to be in your technical ability. We can make you strong. We can make you fast, okay? We can get you fit. Every club has a whole plethora of people dedicated just to doing that. Your job as a young player or at any age is to make sure that the fundamental things are good. You can pass, dribble, understand the game, be creative. They can't give you that. They want you to be a complete package by the time they get to you, and that goes for whatever level you play at. If I have to teach you what to do in a certain situation, whether you are just a college player or you're on my Sunday league team, I'm kind of like, dude, do we really have to do this? Why didn't you do this? That was your job, right? So you're here watching this video and you're thinking, all right, what am I gonna focus on after this? All right, I've watched a video. Am I gonna keep watching a bunch more videos to try and look for something? No, you shouldn't, because the answer is simple. And just like most things in life, if you take the simple answer and go down that route, you will most likely have success. Juggle every single day. Dribble, be with the ball all the time. That's regardless of your position, because if you have a comfort with the ball, if you have a comfort with the certain situations that you're gonna find yourself in the game, then every team will want you, all right? If you're just the fast guy, eventually there's gonna be a guy faster than you at some point, or he's going to be smarter. He's not gonna let you use your strength, which means that you will have had to develop all of that stuff on your own, okay? So the majority of players that do not make it, this is what we see. They have some sort of great ability between the ages of 10 and maybe 18. And then from then on, you realize that there are a bunch of guys that are smaller, weaker, okay? And they're the ones that are pros. We can name a whole bunch of them, and I've played with a whole bunch of guys who were great at 14, and then you didn't even know what they were doing after just a few years when everybody grew, because they did not focus on the fundamental things, which once again, hate to say it, but the 21-day challenge is geared toward getting you on that route and then letting you never have to watch it again if you don't want to, because you will have picked up the tools for yourself and then you can change your own game. That's where it's at. My friends, the next thing that is killing you is inconsistent training. If you trained on Tuesday and you don't train for another 6 weeks, then that is going to be a destroyer to your game. All right. It does not mean that you have to train 17,000 hours a day. If you actually think that, you're crazy, because there's like only 60 hours in one day, probably something like that. Right. So over the course of a few months or a year, if you focus on your strengths incrementally every day, you will be amazed at what you can do. We created the 21-day challenge for you guys to have that, to experience what it's like to go every day for 21 days and come out on the other end as an absolutely better player, more technical, more creative, stronger. All right. Those are the things that you want as a player. And if you can find a way to work on those every day, all you need are between 15 and 30 minutes. That's it, you know? And so we sit here and stress because we get so many messages. It gives us so much data to see that so many of you are struggling with the same things, but everyone seems to be looking for this special answer, this special new technique, and everybody continues to watch the next 5 skill move videos, but not videos that tell them, listen, this will get you what you want. These things that we're talking about will get you what you want, all right? And at the end of the day, the players that focus on those things will be the happiest in the game, whether you want to be a pro or you just enjoy crushing people on a Sunday league. If you're just some freaking ogre-looking hunchback dude and you just like crushing people on Sundays, fine, but at least crush them, all right? At least do the thing that you set out to do. And that's exactly what we've got here for you. And of course, if you want to know more about this and how we think and how you can structure a method for yourself, whether you want a path to the pro level, whether you just want to get into a good college, whether, like we said, you just want to be a better player on the weekend when you play, GOLUREMI Nation, the link is right down below. This is where we structure things out for guys who want to do this and take it seriously. So at a minimum, if you don't know where to start, each player should be focusing on these things. In the morning, if possible, you should be working on your body and your mind. That means a few push-ups, try to meditate, try to visualize, maybe put some music on when you're walking to school, to the game, wherever, all right? And you think about how you're playing, what you wanna do, and visualize. Get that stuff in your head. Those things should be the first thing that happens when you wake up in the morning. That's a habit that you have to get into. Next, it has to be, if you are a one-on-one player, you've got to work on your technical ability every day. If you're a defender, you've got to work on your shape, your agility every day. That means 10 to 15 minutes. And it doesn't mean that you have to do something physically. That means you have to watch analysis videos. You've got to see how guys are acting, what they're doing, but you have to do that concentrated. That means without the phone, without playing Fortnite, Roblox, being in the metaverse.
Hey, are you coming?
Yeah, just gotta find something to wear.
Hi, I am Tesla Bot.
All right, perfect.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's shit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I don't know what you guys are doing now. It's getting out of control, all right? So if you want to take that seriously, you will be consistent with your training and you will watch as everything changes. The very first thing that is holding you back is most likely fear or anxiety. It's something that every single player and every person goes through no matter what they are trying to do. At some point, you may come to doubt yourself. And if you are in that position, there is something for you. We've had so many specialists come on to talk to you guys about what you can do to get over your fear and anxiety. And if you don't attack it, it will devour you. So have a listen to Tom Campbell and what he says on what you can do.
How do you recognize that you're living your life based on fear, based on ego, and based on beliefs? You know, you talked a little bit before. People think they couldn't be a good soccer player. They couldn't be a good piano player. They couldn't do this. They couldn't do that. They're not smart enough to do these other things. They're not, you know, athletic enough to do these other things. All that's nonsense. Those are all beliefs. And those beliefs are what I call belief traps. You get trapped in those beliefs and then you make the belief come true because you believe it. So the thing is that, you know, you need to get rid of beliefs, all your beliefs. You need to be skeptical about everything. And anything that you want to do, you probably can do and can do it well if you just try.
All right, close your eyes for a second and imagine this. Close your eyes. Close them. Good. All right, so imagine this. It's your first game, your first start in the league. 60,000 crazy people are screaming at you during warmups, and all you're thinking is, don't mess up, okay? The captain of the team comes up to you and says, let's go. Today we've got to get after him, all right? Then your center back comes up to you and he says, hey, I know it's your first start and there's 60,000 people here, so if you mess up, everybody's gonna know, but have a good game, okay? Now, open your eyes and imagine, hey, could that happen? Well, it did happen. That happened to me, all right? In my first start, the guy who's now the Philadelphia Union head coach was Jim Curtin. Jim was a center back on my team, and those were his famous words to me before I had my first start in the MLS, right? So the way to beat fear and anxiety is to focus on things on the inside. How can I get better? How can I make my next pass? How can I get it in a better position to score? You guys have heard the phrase in the zone, in flow, all that stuff. Once you can harness that, once you can get that state going, you will not have fear, you will not have anxiety, you will have only excitement for the game, and that will feel like some sort of buzz. That's the goal. That's the vid, my friends. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave us a like, subscribe right down below, check out GOLUREMI.com and apply to GOLUREMI Nation, which is our place for the footballers that want to take the game seriously. So go check that out. We've got giveaways, exclusive content, and discounts and promo codes on gear and stuff that you guys want. So go right down below, put your email in. It's free for now, and it won't be for long. Peace.